Sup, gang-a-lang? Hi. I don't think you know me. That's fine. On the off chance that you somehow found this video, that's cool. This is my name is unbiased, I guess, but this is my biased. Yeah, I know the oxymoron is there. Unbiased, biased has been ranking. I just watched season two's first two episodes like 2 days ago, and maybe I was geeking like the loser that I am because it is absolute fucking peak. Prior to that, I did not watch season one. I watched season one on like the 27th and the 28th, so I did not have to wait the wait that everybody else waited. But this here, this here tier list slash ranking that I made came before I had watched season two. So everything here is, kind of a little outdated. But to give my first disclaimer, this here is actually an objectively correct ranking. It was deemed canon by Vivzy Pop herself. So on the off chance that you end up disagreeing with my opinions, of which you might because some of them are pretty out there, it's just kind of tough luck, because they're canon and there's nothing you could really do about it. It's like a character being asexual. You can't ship them with anybody now. So, better luck next time, I suppose. As for the disclaimers of season two, of which is not season two the show itself. I'm talking about season two of disclaimers. Again, some of these things are very old, of which my opinions have slightly changed. Very old as in pre-season two. Yeah, I know, so long ago. Oh my god, that's almost 2 days ago now. But that's fine. I am missing, like Spog, Speaker of God. I am, I have not really moved around most characters except for a few exceptions. I did miss both Rosie and Cherry Bomb of season one, and I did not care enough to go add them back in because I do not give a shit about either. So, if you have an issue about, I don't know, Rosie and Cherry Bomb, then I'm really sorry that, canonically, Vivzy Pop just doesn't even have a ranking for them. Yeah, it's tough luck. But I guess to get started, you have number 18, because there's 18 figures, I guess, in this. My number 18 is definitely Mimsy. Do I even need to talk about why Mimsy is literally the worst character in this show? She is both subjectively the worst character in this show, and just objectively the worst character in this show. Subjectively, she's just annoying, right? But objectively, she ruined episode 5 so fucking bad, man. Her whole existence was to do nothing more than bring a little lore for Alistair, which, cool enough, man. But, the rest of the episode could have done with so much. Dude, you're telling me Husk himself wouldn't have been able to tell everybody about the Alistair lore? You could fuck yourself. We do not need Mimsy. We did not need Mimsy, and I hope to God she never shows up ever again. That was her one episode, and she's gone forever. Mimsy, no. I am ranking them on two things, which is just their ranking, of which the ranking itself is different from the number of which I have them in, because the numbers is more so subjective, while the ranking is more so objective. But, she's an F in all regards, and she also looks chopped, so I don't think anything more needs to be said about Mimsy. Valentino for number 17 is pretty fucking obvious, right? But he's a pretty hard hitter, and talking about him is very confusing. As you can see, I rank him as an E, mostly because subjectively, I don't think he's that bad sometimes. Well, of course, I think he's that bad, but sometimes he has his moments. He's not that bad. In terms of just talking and stuff, he could be sweet. Most of the time he's not, 99.9%. And in terms of looks, I don't fuck with this particular look he has in episode 1, I think. But I do really fuck with the look he has in episode 4. Again, those moth wings really catch me. They call me, bro, Trobbio, we love Trobbio. He looks good. He's the only character that I've decided to give an objective ranking, compared to the other characters who just have a ranking. It's for pretty good reason, honestly, because I personally have the argument that Valentino is an extremely well made character for what he's worth. His job is to be hated, yet not only does he do that job with like such, like not only does he do that so fucking well, he also manages to do it so fucking realistically. It's scary to think about, but they're honestly, realistically, sure, not to the exact same extent, maybe not in the normal world, but there are people like Valentino. And that's mortifying to think about, because Valentino is a terrible person. Um, and from my basic understanding, people really hate Valentino. I'm not very well versed within the community, but like from what I understand, people really hate this dude. And I'll be honest with you, I think he objectively, and I know some people say he's too cartoonish, but like I really do not think so. I mean, I don't know. Some people say he's like way too easy to catch. That he's really obvious and anybody would be able to like fall for this. I mean, not fall for it, but like catch it. But I really don't fucking think so, cuz life is a lot harder than just looking at all the signs. I feel like life in its entirety is just, I mean, hell, people usually see the red flags in a bad partner all the fucking time, yet it's either dismissed because of love or because of this, and that, or that they just downplay the red flags that they see because they don't want to imagine it being as bad as it is. It's a lot more complicated than just saying, oh, he's really obviously evil. I'll be honest with you, I'm a gullible little bitch, and I would probably fall for a Valentino if I was hit with some sweet talk here and there and promised fame. Fuck me, yeah, I'll take it. Then I'd get screwed over to hell and back. And that's, you know, the fact that I could admit that, in my opinion, just shows how well made of a character he is. Um, Of course, instead you could just argue and say, oh, well, you're just a fucking idiot. Maybe I am just a fucking idiot, but I feel like this world is filled with fucking idiots who would fall for this shit. And I am one of them. Valentino, for what he's worth, is extremely well made, and I personally really do like him. Objectively, I think he is so well made and such a goddamn realistic villain. Um, yeah, 17th place though, just for like subjective ranking. It's not come out here saying, oh my god, Valentina, my favorite. No. uh, Number 16 is Zestial, because like, it's fucking Zestial, right? He showed up one episode, spoke medieval, folly. He said the word folly at some point. He's just not very important. The only reason he would like ever have any kind of like high ranking is in relation to his relationship with Carmilla, but like him himself, he just really doesn't have anything unique to him yet. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a custom episode like Rosie, in which I'd say Rosie did manage to carry herself a little bit. Look, this is the only Rosie dialogue you're gonna get because I don't really give a shit about Rosie, but like she was super nice to Charlie despite being a fucking cannibal. So like maybe she is kind of cool. Zestial could get an episode like Rosie did, in which case maybe we could see how cool he is. But for what it's worth, he's just a dude who showed up once, and he's there. I mean, looks. Come on, man. We fuck with the tall dudes. He's cool as hell. He does look like a straight up stick, but who cares? Zestro for number 16. Sarah's weird. Of course, I put her in number 15. Thing is, this is, I guess, now that I've seen season 2, my opinions have slightly changed, very, very slightly. But, like, back in season 1, she was a little bit on the boring side, She didn't really get much except, like, one singular fucking episode to her name. And in that one episode, it wasn't even about her. She showed up for one episode, and that's literally it. I mean, the only cool scene she had is when there's, like, fire in her eyes. That's kind of cool. But, like, other than that, she doesn't really do much. Season 2's really got a lot for her, I feel like, and she's probably going to have a couple more good scenes throughout this season. But for its worth right now, or for like season one, she was really mid. I mean, her looks. I mean, for me, the looks is more so just that she's got complete white, and that's it. I'd maybe bump her up to like a 6, 6.5 out of 10 if we're counting the eyes, of which the eyes are pretty cool, but her entire color design is just white, maybe sometimes bluish, and that's about it. Yeah, number 15 is a very okay spot for her. Emily is just a little bit better than Sarah. I mean, she has her part in You Didn't Know isn't that bad when she joins in with Charlie, but to me, she was a little bit okay. She didn't really have much in season one. Of course, now there's season two, in which she's also gained herself an interesting spot. She's cool. She's neat. Her character, how she's moving, is interesting. I like it, and she's probably gonna have a couple more scenes to herself that are gonna be neat as fuck. But for what it's worth, I don't know. She's just a character. She hasn't had a cool arc or anything. She's definitely not a kid, apparently, but, like, I'm not going to rank her on looks, because looks are also, like, if I want to smash, of which I'm not going to say that to a character who looks like a child, but she does look very nice. I like the wings, I like the small face, she's cool, she's neat. Number 14 is a very nice spot for her. Number 13, I think, is... Oh, it's Loot. Yeah, Loot. Okay, so... the people of season 2 will not agree. People will hang me by a fucking thread for this, and even I will say that yeah, Loot's placement needs to move a little bit, just a little maybe. But Loot is very interesting. She doesn't really do much in season 1, right? For season 1, she has what? I want to be like straight honest with you. In season 1, she has her part during episode 1 where she talks to Charlie for like 5 seconds. In episode, what's it called? Episode 6, she has her little song part, which, don't get me wrong, everybody fucks with that part, right? But that part, if you really count it, just her singular part is like 11 seconds, which is fucking crazy. And she has her part a little bit in episode 8. But other than that, she really doesn't have much. And, that was fine. But, of course, season 2's come in and... I think everybody knows that she literally stole the spotlight for a while. I mean, episode 2 was crazy as fuck and it had its good moments, but Loot stole it at the end there, and she was so cool, dude. I fuck with her. She'd probably jump up to like an A for damn sure, maybe even an S if she gets more development. In terms of looks, she's just an angel. The angel designs are fine in my opinion. I don't know, she's okay. She's neat. I think number 12 is Carmilla. Yeah, Carmilla. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, because I watched the show once back in 2014, like December, but I never finished it. I only reached up until episode 5. Back then I was very close-minded, so I really didn't like Carmilla. But on my rewatch, like, what was this? Basically, like 4 days ago, I suppose. I really grew to like her. It was just because of how nice she is towards Zestial and shit. And I'll be honest, whatever it takes, despite not being really the best song in the show, she sings some fucking crazy high notes. So much so, when it came to like episode 3, I ended up liking her to where I already had like a nice ranking for her. But then episode 7 came in, and I'll be honest with you, episode 7 in my opinion is like the worst in the show. But Out for Love is fucking crazy, and Carmilla with her hair down is so good looking. Oh my god, 9 out of 10. She a baddie for fucking sure. I love her. She is awesome, dude. Carmilla for 12, maybe lose it a little bit. Loot maybe a little bit better now, but who knows? The rankings will change when I finish the show. Time for number 11. Okay, so again, I wanna reiterate, this is very important. This is the canon tier list, so if you have any objections, just take them to VibsyBob. I do not bear any issues for this. I agree, but this is not mine. I don't fuck with Alistair, guys. I'm sorry. It's not that Alistair is bad. Alistair's a good fucking character. I just think he's a little overrated. I'll be honest with you. he just kind of shows up every single couple of episodes, and he's just like, "Ooh, I'm super mysterious, and I won't explain what my mystery is yet." And then he leaves, and like he's having his little arc in the background where he wants to seize total control, which like is cool, and he has some really good moments. Stayed Gone, the finale part of Stayed Gone, it's very cool, despite the fact that his words now kind of lose meaning because he's a bum. And his fight with Adam is also very fun because it shows how much of a bum he really is. And his little end part in the finale is so cool. I don't know, rewatching that managed to like trigger this flashback in my brain where I was like, holy shit, I've seen this before. And it's like, sorry. It's like, oh my god, I don't know when I watched this before, but like I remembered it. I just don't remember from when or what it meant. It's pretty fucking cool, man. Like Alistair's part is pretty neat. And what, like his final lines are pretty cool. But like at the same time, dude, it's the finale episode. No shit, his lines are gonna be cool as fuck. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a 9 out of 10 and I would fuck, he's so cool, but like, oh, he's not it for me. Sorry, fellas. Yeah, 11th place. Even Nifty gets a higher spot. Nifty is fun. I like her lines. She's got some good lines. Oh my god, pain. And then starts jumping off the fucking thingy. She's got some fun lines. She's got some good fucking lines. I like her. Yeah. This one is Fred. We love Fred, dude. She fucking killed Adam. She's pretty cool. I mean, she doesn't have any character development or anything. So, like, she hasn't really jumped anything interesting, but like she's fun, she's interesting, and what the hell she's supposed to be about, or she's ever gonna have anything, is interesting to think about. Yeah, she's kind of neat. I like her. Looks, I don't need to talk about looks because she looks like a kid, even though she's clearly not. Number 9 is, I forget. I think it's Vaggie. Yeah, it's Vaggie. Oh my god. I personally didn't like Vagatha very much on my first watch through, but going back to it, I'll be honest, I kind of like. I mean, it's mostly because I never got to watch her like backstory at all during episode 6. But like honestly, she grew on me a lot, and I like that she's really. I mean, I like that she's super like realistic and stuff, and tries to be like the almost like the balance to Charlie, who's way too naive about stuff. With Charlie usually being like way too optimistic about stuff that usually isn't supposed to be stuff you're optimistic about, and she's out there to counterbalance it. It's nice. Well, she also has her own problems and issues and wants to evolve as a person. She's cool. She's nice. We like Vagatha. But right next to her partner is Charlie, of which I did not care. I cared so little. I didn't even get rid of the background. So that's your Charlie right there. Her ranking is an A as well, and she looks nice. She looks good enough. But as my little description says, in my opinion, she is not worth $50,000. So, yeah. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. She doesn't feel like she has a character arc throughout the show, I'll be honest with you. Her whole thing is just, I want the hotel to work, I want the hotel to work. Episodes 1 through 6 are her trying to get the hotel to work, and then episodes 7 and 8 is about war, which is vastly different from what episodes 1 to 6 are. She doesn't really evolve over that. She's still all about the hotel and that redemption is possible, which is, nice and optimistic, and hell, it technically is true based off what we know from the ending of episode 1, but like, I wish that she had a bigger arc where she was a lot less optimistic about stuff and more like not like to where she's like completely far gone, but like enough to at least be a little more realistic about certain things. I don't know. She's good. Nobody's like telling you that she's bad, but like, she's just Charlie. She's just Charlie. I don't even know who's number 7, actually. Oh, shit, yeah. Again, I want to reiterate, this is a canonical tier list, Everything I say here is correct, so please don't get upset about it. But Velvet is my fucking girl, dude. Velvet is so funny because rewatching this show, I was watching with my friend, girlfriend. Well, my girlfriend was like, Velvet. I was like, who the fuck is Velvet? I did not even remember Velvet until episode 3 came in, because obviously I remembered Respectless, or like, that Respectless was sung by two bums, and that she was the, I was like, oh, so this is Velvet. I'll be honest with you, I maybe it's a opinion that not many people agree with, but like Respectless is literally my favorite song to jam to. Well, I don't know, Gravity is gravity. But like, I just really like Respectless. I feel like her part in it is so fucking good. I love Velvet's singing voice, and she's just cool as hell, I'll be honest with you. She a diva, man. Who doesn't fuck with divas? I like her. I like her. She's cool as hell. She's cool as hell. Number 6 is Vox, who used to be number 5, but he moved up a bit after season 2, just a little bit. Of course, do I even really need to say anything about Vox? Think about him from like season 1. He's a bit of a bum. His entire thing is he shows up, ends up singing a song about how he wants about how the dude should have stayed gone, and then stays gone for the rest of the season. Like, you're a bum if you fuck up that bad. Valentino has more of an episode than him. That's fucked. But like, you know. He's pretty fucking cool, dude. Who doesn't fuck with the TV heads, Tenna from Deltarune? Oh, yeah. He's a TV head. What more needs to be said, right? We fuck with the TV heads. He has a suit. He is literally basically a cult leader. He's just sick as fuck. And, season 2 is going to have him jump a lot more. And, what's it called? Once We Get Up There is kind of growing on me, I'll be honest. Obviously, I re-listened to Gravity like a bazillion different times, but like, Once We Get Up There, for some reason, now that I'm just replaying it a couple times, Once we get up there and snag that angelic throne. It's so fun. I can't sing, so sorry for cursing your ears with that, but like, it's fun. It's definitely not what I expected from a Vox song, When it comes to a Vox song, I really expected something more like Stayed Gone again, but he gets his entire part. But he got that instead, and it was very fun. It's grown on me. Number 5 is good old Short King Lucifer himself. Who doesn't fuck with Lucifer? He's a 9 out of 10. We love him. We love Short Kings. He's neat. He's funny, dude. He's got some good lines. He's clearly either got like anxiety or, well, he clearly has depression. Ha! Take that, depression. He's funny. He's got some good fucking quotable lines, man. I mean, Vox also has some good quotable lines, like, "Oh my God, yes, I am so hard right now." Oh, Vox, funny dude. Yeah, Lucifer for what's it called? 5th place. We fuck with it. He's cool. He's funny. He's probably the best side character in the show. Okay, well, he is the side. He would be considered a side character. Yeah, he's really good. I love him. He's got a good ass song, who doesn't fuck with Hell's Greatest Dad. He's awesome, dude. And, well, yeah, that's all that really needs to be said about my Short King. Number 4 is Serpentius, who Serpentius was number 6 originally, and Vox was number 5, and Lucifer was number 4, but this was one of the only things after season 2 I immediately scrambled and jumped this dude up 2 fucking slots, and he went from being, what was it, like an S or an A to being an SS, which, man, I mean, for looks, I had him as like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, but I then saw more of his angelic look, and it's like, oh my God, 9 out of 10, he's so good looking, and then, his human look, which, of course, I mean, I'd imagine people would come in here knowing after they've watched episodes 1 and 2. I would be very stupid if you did not. But it is, oh my God, he looks so cool, and they did so much for him, and oh my God, his entire episode 2 is all about Serpentius. Again! Season 2's episode 2, just like season 1's episode 2 was about Serpentius, and this one just, my God, it made him feel so real. Hell, after watching season 1 again, because I've rewatched this shit again just with, like, my brother, because he also wanted to re-catch up on the show. Re-catch up. Sorry. But like I rewatched it, and the entire time in my brain, I was just like, man, Sir Pentious is so happy. Like you could rewatch the entirety of season one and look at the background. Sir Pentious from like episode 5 to 8, in the background is always just such a happy fellow and like living his life. I was like, oh my god, Sir Pentious, my boy, and oh my god. I mean, speaking of Sir Pentious, again, I guess quickly we could talk about the Speaker of God. We fuck with the Speaker of God so much. I'll be honest with you. Yes, you know, I feel like I mean, me and my girlfriend, when we watched that, we both had the exact same thought, which was like, oh my god, the Rule 34 is gonna go fucking crazy, which, like, you know, obviously. But like, even with that, I'll be honest with you, seeing that, I was like, oh my god, she's so nice and sweet. I love her. She is so nice and awesome, and she clearly, like, actually cares. Oh, she's so nice. I love her. I love season 2 so much already. Yeah. Serpentius is awesome, dude. We fuck with him so hard, and his arc in episode 2, hell, just his existence in episode 2 is so cool, man. Um, Number 3, I mean, you can tell if you remember who's left, but number 3 is Adam. Adam, we fuck with Adam so hard, dude. I mean, he's, in my opinion, like, the thing is, in episode 1, he does not have a singular line that does not fucking slap. I mean, everything he says is just so quotable, dude. It's just like, and then it's a 6th date, but she still wants you to pay. It's like, I thought you wanted equality. I fuck with him so hard. His lines are so funny and stupid. He's great, dude. I mean, looks, I'll be honest with you, his normal look isn't that cool, but like in episode 8, when he has those full spikes, he is so cool looking. I love him. I mean, he is the Dick, you know, all Dicks descended from him, so that's pretty cool. I love Adam, dude. I don't care very much for how he looks without his mask, but I fuck with how he is right now. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Abel exists. Abel is cool. There you go. Anyways, now we get out to the good shit. Well, the good shit is the good shit, but like, you know, they've all been good shit so far. Husk is my second favorite. That's my bad. Yeah, the completely misunderstanding how Angel Dust is as a character is very, you know, it's very cool in my opinion. You know, it makes him feel way more human compared to like any other characters who usually just know everything, the bartender types. But he's just very nice, and I don't know, you know, his backstory is very cool. I hope they give us like an actual scene where we watch what happened to him. It would be cool as fuck. It would be neat if we got a Husk episode at some point, because I fuck with Husk so much. And his character to me is so interesting, and you know what they try to do with him, like in the background he's always so interesting in my opinion, like how he describes what's her name, Charlie, in episode 5. You know, everybody else he describes with like somewhat malice, and you know, calls them losers, or like calls, you know, tells Vagatha that she hates herself, and whatever. But like when it comes to Charlie, he's instantly just calls her a lost soul who wants to redeem everyone, but you know, doesn't want to deal with her own problems. Like, he clearly, despite thinking it's naive and stupid, wants to like believe in the idea that it could work, which is very sweet. You know, it's very sweet to show that like he's willing to entertain it compared to everybody else who calls it stupid as hell. I love Husk, man. I mean, in terms of looks, he is a little basic. He isn't even wearing a shirt. But you know, we fuck with the wings. He's a cat. He's very cool. I like him. We fuck with him a lot. And of course, you know, I'm pretty sure you've process of elimination it. I've mentioned him already, but Angel dust, angel dust. Yes, yes, I am an angel dust, Andy. Oh my god, who would have guessed, man? It's not like the title literally calls me a twink. I wonder who the twink likes. Wow, bro. Um, I, well, where do I, what do I even say, man? He's just so well made. Okay, so to end this, since I'm like basically right at the end, let me say a couple more controversial opinions. Episode 4 of season 1 is still my favorite, so fuck you. And along with that, Poison is literally my favorite song in terms of story significance, so fuck you doubly. Um, I just I mean, I understand in its entirety he's just more so like the fan service sexual appeal character. Even in season 2 at the start, that's all they kind of used him for, a harder daddy, which is funny. But like, episode 4 really humanizes his character to a large extent, and makes him feel a lot bigger than he is. I mean, Poison for its worth is the song that makes me so entirely uncomfortable, but like I could not help but love it, man. It's such a good song. And Angel Dust as a character is just, you feel for him. Like, you really do, in my opinion. Well, I personally really feel for him. I just think, um, like, you could tell how distraught he is throughout so many, like, scenes of the show, and his character is so much, like, beneath it, underneath the whole, sexual appeal stuff. It's just, man, do I hope that season 2 brings some more for him as well. I mean, he's just very neat, man. I mean, of course, he is hot. I'm down, 11 out of 10. I'm so down bad for him. Oh my fucking god. I love him. I love his looks. He's cool as hell. Man, he has a chest fluff that looks like tits. Who doesn't love that? He's just cool, dude. He's just super fucking cool. But, you know, I mean, in my opinion, you either have like two people. You either have the Alistair Andys, and the Vox heads. Man, I'm nowhere near anybody. I'm one of the Angel Dust simps. I just love Angel Dust to hell and back. He's so cool. Um, of course, he is not the best character in the show, though. Of course, the best is it's obviously gotta be Frank, dude. SSS. Literally the best one. Looks, nobody cares about looks. He's wholesome out of 10. We fuck with Frank so much, and I am so glad he's alive in season 1, dude. I mean season 2. He lived. Frank lived. I mean, dude, canonically stronger, technically in terms of information and knowledge, he was stronger than Vox. That's fucking crazy. And for a second or two, he was stronger than the Alistair. Like, that's fucking crazy when he knew how you could kill but that you could kill, that / Carmilla killed angels. Like, that's crazy, dude. Frank is. I mean, I just fuck with Frank a lot. Credit cards are a scam made by the shadow government. He's cool. Of course, this is the tier list itself, of which I guess I changed it a little bit. I guess I forgot to change Adam, who I still gave an S, but I put him in SS here. Yeah, he's cool. I mean, I put everybody like this. I think it's a very fair tier list. If you have any disagreements, then you're wrong. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, if you look at everybody, I feel like it looks very cool. I mean, look at Charlie and what's her name, Vagatha, Vazzy, Vanessa. They're right next to each other, and Velvet and Carmilla right next to each other, also fitting. Valentino and Vox right next to each other, fitting. I mean, Angel Dust and Husk. Ah, come on, dude. We fuck with it all. We fuck with it all. I mean. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of my opinion, and, thank you, I'm correct, and you're wrong. If you have any opinions, any objections, please be sure to send a really long hate comment, in which case I'll send you a really long hate comment back, and then we'll just argue for, 7 months, because, you're just going to be wrong, and I'm also going to be really stubborn about it, and I won't change my opinion, and I don't think you will either. So, do that. Of course, it'll get me more views, of which I won't get any, but that's my opinion, and hopefully you enjoyed wasting your time listening to a person talk about a show that is controversial. Okay, yeah, that's all.